Good afternoon, students and staff, and also to those joining us in a delayed recorded version from home. Welcome to our very unique assembly this afternoon. My name is Taj from Corowinga House, and it is nice to be with you virtually via Skype today. Before we start, I'd like to encourage everyone to take a big breath together.
Hi, I'm Anna from Corowinga House, and thank you for coming online this afternoon. Our thoughts are also with those staff and students, including the other student leaders who are not with us at school at the moment. I would like to ask Katie from Year 4 to perform an acknowledgement to country.
I would like to acknowledge that this school assembly is being held on the traditional lands of the Butchart people and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna, and well done, Katie. My name is Kelly from Kandari House. If you are able, please be upstanding for the national anthem. A reminder that in the conclusion of the singing of the national anthem, please do not sit until you're invited to.
Australians, oh let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden swords and wealth fulfilled, our home is God's by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of purity, rich and rare, with history's treasures every state, and God's Australia fair. With joyful strength and let us sing, and God's Australia fair. We lead our way in Southern Cross, we'll toil with hearts and hands, to make this commonwealth of us renowned of all the lands. For those who come across the sea, with boundless plains to share, with courage let us all provide for God's Australia fair. In joyful strength and let us sing, and God's Australia fair. In joyful strength and let us sing, God's Australia fair.
Please be seated. Please welcome the incredible Mr. Jackson.
Thank you very much, Taj, and how kind of you. And a special welcome back to Anna and Calais for the first time this week, and their very first time for Assembly this term. Talking about welcoming people back, exciting news. We've just heard today that the Premier has announced that schools will reopen for everyone, not next Monday, but the following Monday. I think that's the 25th of May, so we look forward to having everyone back on the 25th of May, and hopefully school can come back to normal, well, at least semi-normal. Girls and boys, Mr. Hillhouse isn't too well today, hence that's why he's not here on Assembly. He's got a bit of a sore throat, but we look forward to having him back at school next Monday. And a special welcome, of course, this week for all our prep and Year 1 students. They've all returned back. And a big thank you to all their teachers for making that transition back to school really smooth. And well done to you preppies and Year 1s. What an outstanding job you've done to come back to school after a long, long time away from school and getting back into the routines. And while I'm at thank yous, I'd like to thank all the parents who've been part of transitioning the students back to school, and thank you for following up and following our new procedures, particularly when we exit school. And so thank you so much so that we can maintain that social distancing, and thank you for being so cooperative. So we're still keen to continue our assemblies. We won't have an assembly next Friday because next Friday is show holiday. No show, but we're still having a holiday. Lucky days. So next Friday is a show holiday, no school, and of course no assembly. Okay, now I said that we're keen to continue our Skype assemblies, and one of the things that we do on assembly is you would recall, if you've got a good enough memory, that we have our You Can Do It assembly, You Can Do It certificates, and would still want to find a way that we can recognise students for doing some outstanding work and handing out certificates. Well, handing out's probably not the right word, is it? Distributing certificates. So we're keen to make sure that we'll continue our You Can Do It awards on assemblies in the future when everyone's back on deck. Now, you would also recall that we have Caught Being Kind. And a few of you here at school have been fortunate enough to be able to get points for your house. But earlier this week, we put out a challenge to parents who are working from home and having their students learning at home to see if, let us know whether any students at their home and then their children have been kind. Have they caught them being kind? And well, we've been inundated with some responses. I'd love to read some of them out to you. So Mr. Hanson's going to hold up and have a quick look, and I'm just going to read out all the people who've been really kind back at home. So Connor and Corey, they're from Talara and they're in Year 2 and Year 1. Their mum let us know that they've been really kind to their grandparents by helping them do some yard jobs. So thank you to you two boys. Tiffany in Year 3 from Kundari, she's been really kind in helping her mum and saw boxes into the new home. She even helped build her new bed. And Grady in Year 4 and Jordan in Year 1 from Kawinga. Now, Grady has been helping his little brother, Jordan, with all his schoolwork and helping him, encouraging his brother with his drawing. So thank you to you, Grady. And Paige in Year 3 from Kundari. Paige baked her big brother some scones to make him feel better after he missed out on getting a job he wanted. And Murabrik and Sharif from Talara. Mum says these kids have been doing lots of chores together and have had a great time. And the same message from Phoebe's mum, who's at Talara. Phoebe has been doing excellent and trying her best. So well done to all you people. And while we're congratulating people, it's really important that we highlight a student in Year 6 who's done some outstanding work outside of school for Scouts. Now, Tyson in Year 6 has just been awarded the prestigious Grey Wolf Award. Now, this is apparently like hen's teeth. They're very rare to get one of these awards. And what happens is you have to do a lot of things, show a lot of resilience. You have to take kids, other people on a trip throughout half the day. You got to actually show some innovation. And so congratulations to you, Tyson, for that outstanding award. And we even received a letter from the Chief Commissioner of Scouts of Queensland letting us know how proud we should be of Tyson's efforts. Talking about doing outstanding things, just want to do a shout out to two Talara girls, Mia and Scarlett. They've actually come up with a real good riddle, a war cry that they would love to be able to use at our next carnival. Who knows when that will be. So I'm not going to yell it out now and read it out to you now, but if you want to catch up with Mia and Scarlett, a great war cry they've developed for Talara. Now, Inner House Lap Challenge concludes next week. Now, it wouldn't be an Inner House Up Challenge if we didn't have a friendly barber, Mr. Cattell. Now, Mr. Cattell thinks he holds the record for the number of laps here at school. He doesn't. Well, he did. Not until yesterday, though. 20 was the record. It is now 21, Mr. Cattell, held by Callum Hanson from Kundari. So Callum has put out a challenge to anyone who can break 21. We've got one more week to go. Oh, Taj thinks he can. There you go. So one more week to go. And as usual, we'll show you the results so far. Oh, blocked out. So we're not letting you know on the secret, although I do have a strong suspicion Talarans, it's not us. Okay, now, Inner House Spirit Update. It's important that we acknowledge everyone and who's got points for Inner House this week for our spirit, and of course everyone who's been caught being kind. You have got points for your house, so well done to you. And so the update looks like this. There you go. You can still see that Talara is out in front, but closely closing the gap at Kandara and Kawinga. So, that's the messages from me. Have a great weekend, and of course, next Friday, no assembly, no school, it's a show holiday.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson, for those messages. Please welcome the amazing Mr. Hanson.
All right, thank you, Taj, thank you, Anna, thank you, Calais, and thank you, Mr. Jackson, and it's lovely to be with you this afternoon, and a few messages from me. Welcome all the students back to classrooms in Prep and Grade 1. As Mr. Jackson's already said, you have done an amazing job. We are so happy with how you've resettled. We're so thankful to our staff here at Sandy Strait and the parents who have made that transition back to school so smooth for so many of you. It's been terrific. So welcome back, students. And as Mr. Jackson said, we're looking forward to having our Grade 2s, Grade 3s, Grade 4s, Grade 5s and Grade 6s back, not next Monday, but the Monday after that. So look forward to welcoming you back. Thank you also parents. So parents have been flat out at the moment as if they already ordinarily aren't. Basically, I want to say thank you to our parents who've been engaging via Classroom Dojo. You've been helping us get back to our Survey Monkeys, giving us some feedback on that. And you've also been really helping us out with these new pick-up and drop-off procedures and arrival procedures that we've got in place for the current situation that we find ourselves. So thank you, parents. A sincere thanks from us here at Sandy Strait to making that nice and smooth for us. Now also, a key message today, it actually opened up yesterday, was that we are now open for enrolment for prep students for 2021. Still seems like a fair way away, 2021. There's a lot to happen between now and then, but we would welcome enrolments for students who would like to strive for a success with us here at Sandy Strait next year. So if you've got a family friend or maybe a sibling who's prepped next year, feel free to mention that to them and they can hop on our Facebook page or give our office a call and we'll help them out with how to put in an application for enrolment. Final message from me with regards to attendance. As I said, lots of Prep and Year 1 students back on site at the moment. So there, if you got it there, Mr. Jackson, we can see that we've primarily been looking at them, which students are back on site, and it's basically about 84–88% of students who are here on site for Prep and Grade 1 students, welcome. And for our Grade 2 to 6 students that are either learning at home or learning at school, they've got a terrific attendance, well above 95%. So thank you again to the students coming to school, and thank you to parents for logging your child as here via that Dojo app or via a text message. So thank you so much. As Mr. Jackson said, next Friday is a show holiday, so no assembly, but we look forward to another one of these assemblies in a fortnight. Have a great weekend. Thank you. I'll welcome you back to Taj.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson.
We won't be having certificates today, but it's important to recognise our key to success of getting along. Getting along doesn't necessarily mean being friends with everyone. It means understanding others and trying our best to see the best in them. How have you been getting along lately?
Enjoy your weekend coming up. Remember to make every day count and strive for success. Please listen to your teachers.